Rolling. Are we live? Hey, you're clapping this week. I'm not stealing your thunder.
Oh, I get to clap. Tell me when.
Hey, that was a good one. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tuesday, not Wednesday.
Little Talks podcast. By the way, the thing I wanted to ask you about last week that you nixed the budget before I even asked. You remember we were in this room over here and I didn't even ask. I wanted to see about getting a Fiverr.
What is a Fiverr?
Well, it's a site where you can hire freelance people, and I found a lady that does really good podcast intros. Like it's original music, only for us, and it was pretty good. And she has a nice little British voiceover she'll do if you want, where it's like, welcome to, yeah. So we wouldn't have to, welcome to the podcast. We could have it's in the can, and Brandon can use it every week. I think it was $20.
It's like, by the way, for those of you listening, every week there's a new podcast budget proposed, and these $20 add up.
We were told.
However, though, I am intrigued. That sounds great. It's like Saturday Night Live?
Yes. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
So
then we wouldn't have to say it. We're just like, hey, everyone.
We just start.
Wow. Okay, we should. Dang it, dude.
I'll show it to you. It's really cool. Like, she does different genres and everything. Like, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Hey, we hope those listeners had a wonderful Easter. We had
That's how we would start next time.
You just right on into it. I love that. We had an added perk. We were closed Friday and Monday. And the Friday off was great. The Monday, though, I feel refreshed.
I thought they were both
They were both great. But I got a lot done yesterday at the house, and just it was really, really nice. Did you have a good Easter?
I did. I fixed a fence that's been bothering me for a year.
See?
I had to woodwork. I installed a new ring floodlight in the backyard, which is a lot of fun.
That's great.
Installing ring is fun. They make
totally.
it easy. I went to the casino and turned a Hyundai into 13 Hyundai.
What?
Then guess what? Jason Jordan calls his dad and says, hey, Roop just made 13 Hyundai on this machine. Jason Jordan's dad shuffles up there and makes 1,500 on that same machine.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was a good Easter weekend.
That's a great Easter weekend, and leading into your big 50th bash this Saturday.
Correct. And so I'm like,
going to cover some booze.
I'm telling Jason about that. I was like, this is incredible. I said, but I said, just know when you're drinking the nice liquor this weekend, it's only because of this victory on Easter Monday. But yeah, it was great. We did have a good weekend, and saw family and ate ham and all that stuff.
That's awesome, dude. Well, we have a couple of big announcements, and then we're going to roll right into this because Roop has we are launching a website for River Logic this week. It's going to be probably the fastest website launch in our history. So you've got a 10 a.m. client call.
Yep.
Half
an hour.
A couple of big things. We've got Ditch Witch in the house today. We got Ransom, Joe, McKenna, and I think Kristen's on her way too. And
we can see them.
We can see
them across the way.
We told them to give them a shout out. It's always great to see them. It's great to see them here at the office. So guys, welcome, and I hope you're listening, because if you're listening, you're going to hear this.
Yeah.
Our big news, Roopster.
Oh, you're going to do that before Sam's travels?
Oh, yeah. That's not that big of news. I'm traveling this week. Our first Magnet Conference of the year. I'm actually in charge of it. Me and two other wonderful guys. And then these two lovely ladies that kind of keep us all in check. But
this is the AI.
Headed to Park. It's the AI.
AI stuff. Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting. It's really on helping you grow your business on the new biz front. So we are headed to Park City, Utah. I jet out tomorrow, and I'm back Saturday at 5:30, just in time for Roop's 50th Bang and Bash. Man,
I feel like I've been turning 50 for a month.
But you know what, though? Good for you. That's a wonderful.
It's Roop's 50th, but it's also my wife's
Carrie's
40th.
Yes. 40th.
No, it's
30th.
50. It's 50.
35th, buddy.
It's 50, but you're going to hear a lot of jokes words.
That's why we're recording here on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, because I'm jetting to Park City tomorrow. And that's good news, and that's always nice. I always come back enthused and just kind of reinvigorated for running the agency and pick up on some good ideas, hopefully provide some good ideas. Roopster.
Before we do the big news, which we teased last week, I had another thought that I just remembered.
You're really making our listeners wait here.
So remember, we had the note that at the top of the podcast, we were supposed to say what the topics were for the day. Yeah, we didn't do it. But you know what occurred to me? That's a dumb note. Do you know why it's a dumb note?
Why?
Because anywhere you're clicking the podcast, it's right there in the headline. We don't put in the podcast in the headlines. Sam's traveling. Here's what we did for Easter. No, the topics are right there.
But a lot of people,
you got to understand the medium. Is what I'm getting
Trent
at.
gets his right off Spotify. I don't think he's going to our landing page.
No, but in Spotify, it's the headline there too.
You're putting it there too.
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, so we're good.
So we're not doing that.
Okay, drum roll, please. The big freaking news, and go.
So yeah, last week Chelsea drops a bomb on us that I think a lot of us knew was coming. And she is pregnant with her third child. Another boy.
Chelsea is a boy mom through and through.
Chelsea and Denny now have an outfield.
They have a son. Expected due date is middle of October, and we couldn't be more excited for her.
No,
That's such wonderful news.
You know what? It's always a fun time when Chelsea's pregnant.
It really is. She eats donuts. She eats a lot of food. And she should. She's feeding Party of 2, right? But it's so much fun. She's very blunt. But
She's already yelled at me this morning.
She yelled at both of us. Yeah, it's actually fun. Is fun the right word? Scary, interesting, keeps you on your toes.
Keeps you on your toes. Yeah, that's probably
I feel like
the best.
we're tracking there. But anyway, to our Mama Bear, we love you.
We do.
We are so happy for you. We're so happy for Denny. 3 boys. So Easton's going to be 4 here in a couple of months. Hudson's going to be 2 right after Easton, and then
I feel like Easton just happened.
Dude,
in my head.
I still have pictures from his first birthday, and I was like, wow, how was that 3 years ago?
Yeah, that's incredible.
It's nuts, but we're so happy for the Clements. We love them very much.
Yes.
And that's big news.
Big news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing Denny at my party.
And little inside joke there, but for Chelsea,
that's
if you're
for you,
listening,
Chelsea.
we're sorry. Okay, so like I said, we are speeding through this one today.
Yeah.
Roop, we got 2 great topics. How about you take the first?
I'll do first one. So this week's topics are kind of, well, we got they're kind of ad related, right?
Yeah, which is good.
So I think we've talked a lot about Microsoft's Bing. I actually read some really good articles this weekend about Microsoft's investment in AI and what they're doing with AI and all which we talked about last week, is kind of starting to pay off for them. And that's what I had seen as well. But to pay off, it actually has to make them money. So you knew this was happening at some point, and we're not against it. You're going to start seeing more ads show up in the chatbot. But what's really nice about this is, the way the chatbots work, you're getting information back. It's like you're talking right to another person. But you get that information back, and do you trust it or not? When you Google something, or I guess no one says it, but when you Bing something, or Yahoo it, Ask Jeeves, your choice. But when you do,
let's go.
I think it's still alive. When you do these things, you're kind of being taken to a website that is kind of the resource for you. You know where the information is coming from because of the destination it sends you.
Of course.
When you're talking to someone on an AI bot, you don't get that. You're just getting, it's like
tons of information.
It's like if I told you. You just have to trust me, right?
Spit it back up.
Right. So that's something that Bing is working on, and I have noticed when you ask questions of it, it'll kind of give you, here are the resources or the sites on the internet where we pulled this and reformatted it to work here. So you at least get an idea where it's coming from. So the idea that's just this natural kind of blah, blah, I'm going to trust you. Yeah, but here's my resources. So it'd be like if I'm sitting here telling you about this great restaurant I went at, and you're like, do you have any, what, can you back this up? And I go, yeah, here's 3 sources where I,
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, it's pretty, that's an improvement. Ads are going to be part of this, so it's just what it is. And
you knew this was kind of coming.
We knew it was
right?
kind of coming.
They
right
gotta
now,
make money.
Yeah, and so the idea is
besides subscription fees.
Besides subscription fees, so the concept right now is, are these going to be ads that are intrusive, and they're just going to show up as an ad labeled as ad in the middle of a response, or is it going to be, hey, this response is sponsored by this website resource, and we pulled this data from this website resource? So I've heard kind of both things happening. I think Bing right now is leaning towards the just chopping an ad up and putting it right in the middle. And some people are seeing these. I haven't seen one yet, but some people are seeing. Yeah, they're kind of starting to beta test it.
Which, if you think in theory, right, it's very similar to paid search right now.
It's very similar to search.
You search X product at said company, and all of a sudden you have 3 other options. Now now there are image extensions, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can see some sponsored ads, but it's very similar.
It's very close.
I'm wondering if they can get a little more, they can reimagine that experience.
Yeah, because right now,
is it different? Is it cool?
It feels like just slapping on an existing to something that's kind of new and cool. And yeah, I think there's probably going to be some evolution to it, but like right now, I would say in the world of AI, you look to Microsoft because they're the leader. So like this, they're kind of setting some stage here. And this kind of, it's parallel to this topic, which is in little bits. You can read it on the website. There's more in depth. Sign up for little bits in the footer of the website. Always got to plug
there's
it.
Our plug. Attaboy.
We are
not plugging random.
We are marketing men after all. But the other part of this, trying to think about AI and bot responses in terms of like how they are similar to search. How do we, as folks who are in charge of websites and SEO, how do we make sure that our responses are the ones the bots are using so that they show up in these responses. I don't have the answer yet, but I'll tell you, I'm in a lot of groups that are talking about it. And right now we believe it's the same concept as, for now, the same concept that Google uses, that good, rich, active content will rise to the top. And we think that's still probably going to be the case here.
I don't think that changes.
No, but there are those cases where somebody has really good data on some niche part of a topic, and their site, we see them all the time, clients come in, their site isn't really built for a way that SEO is going to read and understand it, but it's good information.
Yeah,
there's got to be a balance there, because I want good information in my bot responses. I just don't want the site that was able to make the prettiest or the best stuff. Like that's where it's a little different. So I don't know what they're going to do about that yet, but we're watching it, and these are things that will, I'm sure by the end of the summer, if not sooner, we'll be calling clients saying, hey, this is how it's going to work now. And if you want to start showing up in AI bot responses, some adjustments we need to make.
So that's the interesting thing. Like I look back when we got Ditch Witch on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
We got them on there. They were this is eons ago.
It was 14 years ago.
But that was before you could buy ads on Facebook. And then, it's just this constant, what I love about these two trends today, it's so applicable to our clients.
Yeah.
Like this is something that we're looking into. Do we know the answer? No, we're going to figure it out.
No one does
There's
yet.
this Pandora's box. I mean, it's just, but I love this because it's very, okay, this is where we take a little bit of media dollars and test some things. Okay, hey, is it very successful? Fantastic. If not, okay, we tried there. We're going to wait this out. That's the whole part in optimizing and just kind of looking into other creative options for media plans.
Yep, and it's cool. One last note on this before we move on to the next one, which is not bot related, not AI related. I think it was Zach last week was pointing out to me that who should be who's kind of like quiet right now about the whole bot and AI technology stuff, which is weird, is Apple. Because if you think about Siri,
oh my goodness,
it seems like a natural fit. I mean, Siri constantly is terrible.
Of course,
is terrible,
awful.
But
I yell at Siri so often.
Oh my Lord,
I've cursed her out. I'm sorry, Siri.
If you could see my readout of things I yell at Alexa, I'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
But like both of them feel like a natural kind of place for this technology to take hold and make it a better service. And Microsoft's in, and Google's in, everybody's in. I haven't heard anything from Apple.
And they Timmy Cook got up his sleeve, huh?
I don't know. They've been really quiet about it, and I think that's weird.
Which is funny because they were like first to market on this with Siri, and Siri does suck. I mean, she's awful.
Right.
Awful.
I know.
I could just get so frustrated. But that's a great point. ZB brought that up, huh?
I think it was ZB. I'm going to give him credit. I like to give ZB credit when I don't know because he's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I like ZB. Okay, topic two. So this is a great one. Very applicable, like I said. Instagram adds reminder ads and promoted results in search. What? Huh?
Yeah.
New ad options? So they are launching 2 new options, reminder ads. This enables users to opt into alerts ahead of an event. And then there are ads in the search results, so that helps to better connect with users in that discovery mindset. You're searching. So think of Instagram just as an extended search engine, right?
Yeah, they'd love for you to.
You're looking up ways to do things, certain accounts. It's giving you suggestions. This is awesome. Like I'm actually surprised they haven't done this sooner.
Well, me too, because the whole concept of getting a reminder from a service is baked into their parent Facebook.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know how many concerts I'm like, I'm interested or I'm going, and then you get the alert.
All the time. You have an upcoming event.
That's been around forever. So
100%.
It's just now kind of coming to Instagram is a little bit weird. But yeah, there's an ad level to it as well where you can kind of promote these things. And
Rooster, is this something we can take away like immediately? If there's an opportunity for our clients,
I believe they said they're rolling it out.
Yeah, but here in the next couple of months,
I'll be honest. Most of these things we see that are like this is rolling out is by the time we start talking about it, it's either out or out in the next couple of days. So I would imagine it's there. I haven't looked at Instagram's ad stuff in a while, but the way Kelly spoke about it last week, I believe it's either there or about to be there.
And I was going to say that what I love is Kelly's very focused on this right now and just understanding, hey, are there opportunities? Does it make sense for our clients? And that's whole part of it. I mean, just like your first topic, it's all part of the ad strategy.
Yeah, it all comes in there. So Instagram has added that, and if you've seen it, I haven't seen it yet, so maybe it's not out there, but it's coming.
We shall see. We'll check in with Kelly too.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay, Roopster, what else?
That's it. That's all. 2 topics in, out, boom, bam.
How's your mind doing? You got a lot on your plate this week. You got a big party on Saturday.
Yeah, yes, I do. I am slammed today. Today's just a slam day, and then coincidentally, Sam gets on an airplane and leaves, and I'm pretty open the rest of the week.
Seriously.
I don't know why. It's weird, right?
You know, sometimes when I'm not in the office, I don't get that many emails. And when I am in the office, I do. And I'm like, what kind of correlation is this? I hope everyone likes me secretly.
We do. We love Sammy.
Oh, goodness. No, it's a busy week. It's a great week. A lot of great things going on. Here we are in the middle of April. I mean, it's nuts, man.
We've got a lot
flying.
of, not just a busy and fun week for you mostly, but like the meeting we had this morning, we're all talking about things coming up and new clients coming in. And all. It's going to be a busy summer.
Yeah, we're going to officially announce a new client probably next week. Working on a press release right now. I want to get her official approval and
It's
blessing.
a cool one.
It's a cool client.
Yeah.
It's a great client, and it's legit. There's a cool energy around here, and it was a good kickoff this morning. So
yeah, and it's a really neat thing that's fun to talk about.
yes,
Just like lawnmowers and directional drills and all that kind of stuff. Like it's cool.
absolutely. No, 100%. So, okay, Brandon, anything else? We missed anything? We're good on time? All right.
I should give a ceremonial shout out to the amplifier we purchased with last week's budget.
Last week's.
Because now I can hear
The
myself in the
week-over-week
headphones.
budget.
I couldn't previously. And I'm staring at it, and it looks cool. And we have labels on our mics. It's awesome.
One last fun fact. I get a couple Slack messages from Sarah Week. Hello, Sam. Is this expense approved from Roop? Or
She's, you know,
I always approve Brandon.
she always goes,
There's Kristen. Kristen's in the house walking by.
oh yeah.
Yeah, she's here.
Sarah's always like, me and Brandon will get her in a corner, and we're like, hey, so we have like a $50 a day
Poor
budget,
Sarah.
right?
Sarah,
She's
God
like,
bless you.
sure. It's like, hey, we need this, and she's like, okay. It's good to know she checks
She
with you,
checks
though.
with me. She's lovely. That's why we love her. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful week. For those in the Midwest, God, enjoy this weather. Be outside.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
Spring is here.
Spring is here.
Adios.
Adios. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.